Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about a tool that I've been using to practice on that has become really handy to me. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. YouTube is doing something weird where you might be subscribed and my new videos might not pop up into your feed. So make sure you hit that bell because it will notify you when I upload. And I have some pretty exciting things planned for the next couple months. We have Christmas, which I thought it would be fun to do some holiday type videos, and then SHOT Show in January. So stay tuned. I have added a new gun to my collection and I am really excited about it. And as I'm saying I realize that I should be saying we because my husband Mike actually purchased it for me. So he got it for me to be able to train with and to practice on. And it has been a really great tool for me to be able to practice on, especially being a newer shooter. I don't know how long I can consider myself newer because it's been a year, but I'm really still working on a lot of the basics. So I would suggest that this is a great must-have in anyone's collection because it is a great gun to practice with. So that is the M&P 22. I did have a Walther 22 and it was pink. If you follow me, you probably saw it in my gun collection video. I actually got rid of it because it would always jam, and this is the one that I have picked out as the M&P, and so far it is running smoothly. It doesn't give me any issues and it doesn't jam, which is the biggest thing. It has a threaded barrel on it right now. We got it like that because we do have a silencer, and that silencer is from Silencer Co. and it's a Sparrow. I haven't shot with it yet with the silencer on it, but I will at some point for sure. This is a full size, and we got a full size so that it'll allow me to translate to my Glock 19. So I'll be able to handle my Glock 19 pretty well practicing on this. I have 4 magazines, so I can load these up and then just go through them without having to stop and reload every time I go through a magazine. So I have 4 of them here that I can just blow through, and then when I'm done, reload. So the reason that I've been practicing on this is because it's cheap, it's very cost effective, and it's just so easy and such a great tool to use. I really think that anybody can benefit from trigger time no matter what kind of a gun it is, and so the 22 is a really, really great one. I was able to pick it up and transition really nicely to my Glock and even my SIG. The only difference that I noticed was the recoil. So it took me just a couple shots out of my Glock and my SIG to remember that the recoil is a lot more than the 22. But I saw the benefits right away. My shot was a lot better, a lot accurate. My hand was a lot more steady. Gripping the gun was a lot more natural for me just because I've been practicing a lot more. And for new shooters, I think this is really great because for ladies especially, guns are kind of scary, and I think the number one fear that a lot of ladies have is the recoil. It's kind of a scary thing just because you always hear like the worst case scenario stories, and so to be able to pick up something that has very, very little kickback, is very easy to shoot, I believe it is a great starting point for a new shooter. And for practicing for concealed carry, this also is a wonderful tool because learning the mechanics and getting familiar with the gun is important. And so for me, it has proven to be hugely beneficial. And so I wanted to come on here and talk about it because I really feel like if you're new and you're watching my channel and you're looking for recommendations, this is a great one to at least start to learn safety, familiarity, you know, the basics, all of those things. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I can't stress enough, it is a really great gun. Not only that, but when you're looking at trigger time too, this is cheap. 22 ammo is so cheap to buy, and so for me, I can just plow through rounds, and then when I pick up my Glock, I can go through one magazine and not feel like, oh my goodness, I just spent so much money in shooting. So I feel like that is really cost effective and a great tip and a great way to be able to shoot and not spend a whole lot of money. Also, along with that, you know, I, as a mom, and I'm working and I'm doing YouTube, I don't always have a lot of time to be able to go to the range. So I really want to maximize the times that I do get to go. And so using the 22, I feel like it will allow you to maximize your time at the range, especially if you're just concealed carry. Not all of us are competition shooters. This isn't our jobs. For some people, it's a hobby. Whatever your platform may be, sometimes you just aren't able to get there every day, or even 2 times a week, or even once a week. Sometimes it's once every other week. Some ladies are only able to go once a month, but you still know and need to have that practice. And so when you do go, you really want to maximize that time. And so the 22, I really believe, because it's so cheap, it's cost effective, it's easy to use, you can really maximize your time being able to practice while you're at the range. And again, what I did is I practiced on this. I, you know, went through a bunch of magazines and a bunch of ammo, and then at the end I picked up my Glock and my SIG and started using that. Actually, you can, if you look closely in my last video that I posted last week, you can see in one of the videos I'm using the 22, and then you see me using my Glock and my SIG and the 22 AR. And so that was the day that I practiced this method on. I highly recommend this as a tool to practice with, to add to your collection. It's a really great gun, and I really love it so much. Really. I've really seen the benefits from practicing with this, so it's definitely worth it in my opinion. So that is it for today. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I'm so excited. I've got the turkeys brining. I have a lot to do today. As you can see, we've already decorated for Christmas. So stay tuned for some more content. I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different than normal, because I know most of my channel is about guns, but it is a holiday season, so I think we'll do some fun things for this month. And then of course next month is SHOT Show. So last year I did Countdown to SHOT Show. I plan on doing it again this year, so stay tuned you guys. It's gonna be a really fun next couple months. Happy Thanksgiving everyone, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Full size. Oh my gosh, why can't I get this?